Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope that you've been having a wonderful week and that you're about to have a wonderful weekend. We're going to do a counterpart check-in. So take a deep breath, ground, connect, ask your guides for the messages that you most need to hear right now. And if you want to hear about anyone specific, try to call their energy into the space. So this is a collective reading. So take what resonates and throw out what doesn't. And if you want more specific messages, go ahead and get a personal reading. I do video recorded readings, or you can do a channeling session where we meet face to face and I will connect with your guide team and your higher self and ask about anything that you want to know about. So let's take a look. All right, what is going on in your person's environment? That's a lot of cards, but I feel like I'll take it anyway. And oh my gosh, so I actually tried recording this like 10 minutes ago and I did the whole reading, but it was just like way too hot out there. And the same card came out, except I only had one and now there's two extra, so we're getting a little bit more information. So we got the Mirror, which is the card that came out earlier when I did the same reading. The Knave of Water. And Judgment. Which makes total complete sense with the messages that we were getting earlier, right? So for the messages that we were getting earlier, right, it was that things are just being reflected to them. Like in conversations and things popping up on the internet, like social media, situations, they're just coming up to like activate things in their brain, right? In their emotions, and like they're just figuring out of life. And with Judgment, right? They're really coming into this awakening. They're really coming into this up-leveling. And I know some of you may be a little bit tired on this journey and you're just like, I don't know if they're ever going to really like choose that path, right? Because it's all about choice. But I promise you that this is coming into their life. It is really being shoved into their faces. They are being forced to do this reflection if this aligns with you, if this resonates with you, right? So with the Knave of Water, it is focused mainly around what they want to bring their emotions into, what they want to commit to emotionally with their heart, right? What they want to communicate that love and care to, what they want to put their energy into. So they're doing some reflecting of their own, right? They're thinking about their life so far. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about how far they've come, past decisions, healing, hurt, cycles. They're doing the whole shebang. But it is also the divine in the universe putting that mirror up in front of them outside of that own work that they're doing. So everything is just working together to kind of make them really look within and to really see what's going on. So how does your person think about you and their headspace? Ooh. We have the King of Air at the bottom of the deck and the Four of Fire. So the King of Air is about strategy, truth, bringing new beginnings, communication. Four of Fire is a union card, right? It's like a wedding card. So in their head, they're strategizing, they're thinking about this union. They're thinking about how they can put it into place. They're thinking about what it would look like. And they're strategizing about it. But so because they're considering this, because they're trying to see how it would work in their life, that's where all of this reflection is coming. Because there's just like choices and paths that they have walked down so far that have been contraindicative of this, right? They feel that they might have walked down a separate path, a different path, an opposite path for too long or for too far for this to work out. But this is heavily on their minds. They are trying to figure out if this is actually an option for them in their life, if this is actually a possibility for them. So how does your person feel about you in their heart space? Oh, the card like flipped over, but then it flipped back. Nine of water at the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Tower, the Six of Water, and the Three of Earth. Drop the card. All right, so with the Tower, right, one, I feel that a Tower moment has happened in their life recently. And honestly, I don't think it was a big tower. I think it was a mini tower. I think something small happened, but it kind of brought their mind to past towers or to how bad it could have been, right? And I'm also thinking, I'm also like getting about how the tower was handled. So I'm getting that, like, if they have people in their lives or different situations, like career, whatever, it is kind of not what they would have had with you, right? So, like, how you guys would have handled that situation, or like, even if it went poorly, so this mini tower might have been an argument with a partner or something like that, right? Just putting like a situation out there. This argument might have brought like the worst out of them, right? And it might have really brought their ego and their shadow to the surface. But they're reflecting on the difference between, like, with you, yeah, the ego and the shadow would come up, right? But it would be different because it would be brought up to be seen, to be heard, to be nourished, and then to be transmuted, and for them to grow from it, and then for you both to go from it even more and better. But with this other situation or this other person, it's not like that. It's just like brings out the worst and perpetuates the worst and kind of like leaves them in that negative situation, in that negative feeling. So this tower reminded them of the big tower that separated you two, from talking, from being together, from breaking up, like whatever your situation was. And they're really reminiscing about you guys being together, about the feelings, about how great the good times were, about how they feel about you, about like the butterflies, and they're wondering about like how you guys could collaborate, how you guys could work together, how you guys could grow together, how you guys can complement one another in each other's life, and how that is not what is present in their current reality. So they're feeling this tower. Their intentions towards you, your person's intentions towards you currently. We have the Eight of Water on the bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Air and the Seven of Fire. So, your person is, if I could just spell, your person is trying to walk away from you. They are trying to forget these feelings that they have about you. They're trying to forget about how much they want to be with you. They're trying to forget about like all these feelings and thoughts about being together. They're trying to forget about how they're like trying to stop comparing their current situation to their situation with you. They feel like they're backed up against the wall. They feel like this inner conflict within, like so much within them is in conflict. And they're also remembering any conflicts that the two of you may have had. Like if you guys had conflicts, they're bringing those conversations and those fights up in their mind, and they're going through them, and they're kind of like, our fights were fights. They were bad. Like I also had fights with this person, not just with this person or situation. And they feel kind of backed into a corner. So part of them is like, I don't even think that I'm worthy. Part of them feels like they made too many wrong decisions to be able to go back, to be able to try again. And part of them is just like, well, both situations I'm fighting. Both situations are difficult. And this is the situation that I'm in now. So I might as well just stick to my guns and go with where I am now instead of harping on the past or stressing about a future that I desire that is not likely to happen, right? But I don't think that they're going to stay in this. I think that this is, their current energy that we're looking at. So what is the immediate future movement that we're going to see in this connection? Yeah, Two of Earth, the Chariot, and the Fool. It's at the bottom. Knave of Fire at the bottom. So there's going to be this balancing act, this decision, and then a movement towards a new beginning, right? So all this energy is going to clear out, and there's going to be fast movement towards a balanced and fair new beginning, of a surrender, of forgetting about the past and jumping into the future and trying to make this happen. And what is the guidance? What is the guidance for this situation? Oof, dropping cards. One of Air and Strength. Try to find out what is true for you, right? Try to stand in your truth. Try to align to and manifest this new beginning for yourself. And when it comes time to communicate, try to communicate truthfully and from a place of self-love, self-compassion, self-care. Come from a moment of confidence and really advocating for yourself, right? Not for the connection, not for them, for you. Try to make a healthy, loving situation for yourself. Be strong while this new phase comes in, while we're waiting for this truth to come in, for this communication to come in, for this clarity to come in. So if you would like some personal guidance and some personal information, go ahead and book a recorded reading or schedule a live channeling session. Go ahead and book a healing if you'd like one of those. And my Love Abundantly series is not going to be on sale anymore after today. So today, Friday, is the last day that it's going to be on sale, and it is specifically tailored to align you to your divine union by clearing away all of your love blocks and just filling you with self-love and abundance. So if you have any questions, if you need any help, go ahead and contact me, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend.